Everyone, it's Wednesday, August the 6th, I believe, and we're here on the XRP chart on the 15-minute chart, just looking at what we've done over the last day and a half or so. Yesterday, if you remember in the video, I said that our wave 2 would likely be a shallow wave 2 just because of where we're currently at, and if you noticed, we hit right on the 50 fib retrace of the entire move off the bottom. So yeah, over the next several hours, I'm looking for us to continue to confirm over this 296, 297 area. We certainly want to hold, back above this 382 fib level here locally. And really what would be nice is to close the daily above $3, $3.01, as you can see here. So, yep, everything is looking good with XRP so far. We obviously want to get above 310, 311 to close out the idea of any further downside. When we do clear 310, 311, what I'll be looking for specifically, just so that you can also track along with me, and I'm on log scale, so keep that in mind. Log scale is enabled, and the fibs are based on log scale movements. So what I'll be looking for on this initial move up is for us to take this 1272 fib at around $3.16, $3.17. We definitely want a wick. Let me get exactly the number. I'm on MEXC. Let's look at Binance as well. Here's the Binance chart. The reason I want to look at Binance and give you the fib there is Binance is one of the major exchanges for liquidity and volume on XRP when it moves. So yeah, we want to make sure we wick at least 316.59. So anything above that will be great. That will be a confirming signal to us that this is bullish. We don't want to come up here and not clear the 1.113 fib. If we come up here and front run or just barely wick this, then be looking for a corrective move. We could be in a more complex correction. This could be A, B, this could be a C before a lower move. I don't think that's likely though, again, based on where Bitcoin is currently at. Bitcoin is looking even stronger. For Bitcoin, we would want to see a wick of at least 116.7-ish right up here at that 1272. So be watching for that. So yeah, those are the current levels that we're looking at and trying to get over here in price action to rule out any lower downside. So that's the ultimate goal here for the remainder of the day. Coming up to like the hourly chart, we have a little bit of resistance here at 301, 302 with the 200 moving average for the 1 hour. Coming up here to the 4 hour, again, we've got some resistance to get through, but I'm hoping here on this next attempt that we're currently in that we will start to get confirming upside action. And if this is as bullish as I think it is, then we might just blast straight through that 316 area. I definitely from here wouldn't be looking to trade these smaller wave levels. I would be looking for the much larger moves where you're going to make a lot more money. So yeah, those are just some quick thoughts on the market and where we sit. I'm not really looking at anything else here with the alts right now. A lot of these have just been buy and holds for me, low risk plays. So, I'm not really looking at these right now. I'll try to give you an update here before the end of the week on where we're at. Stronghold's looking great. Can't complain about Stronghold token. Supra, I don't like that retrace there, but it's not a problem. We've held internal, so hopefully we'll get a W correction out of this. And that would be very bullish if we close back above that 0.004525 level on Supra. Yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. It's just kind of waiting for the main alt mover, which is XRP and Ethereum. I've not looked at Ethereum here recently. Yep, Ethereum is also looking good. So, Ethereum and XRP are going to tell us the story on the rest of the alts. I think that's where the major liquidity is going to go first because those are the ones with ETF narratives along with Solana. So those are some of the bigger tokens that I think where we'll get the most likely price action first, and then we'll see some rotation in those alt plays. I don't know how much of a rotation we're going to see with Bitcoin. Again, a lot of the liquidity that's come into Bitcoin over the last couple of years has been the ETFs. So I think a lot of the new liquidity coming into the market will just go straight into these alts rather than go to Bitcoin first. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, it's also not looking like it's going to put in a new high here. So I think we're going to roll over and continue our downside action. This looks like a traditional bear flag on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So with that, what you would do is measure that initial impulse down and then put that at the break of the bear flag, and that would give you the likely target on where we're going, probably around 57% Bitcoin dominance, maybe 56. That should be our next stop, and then we'll have to see where all the the overall market is at that time. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at currently. I'll update you as we go, but everything is looking good so far. We're looks like we're trying to break $3 again. So we'll go from there, and everybody have a great afternoon. Thanks.